While Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears work as expansions for the simulated universe, the Divergent Universe is a completely new game mode. You have a whole new collection, a new ability tree, and new mechanics that are only available here. This video will help you understand these new mechanics and changes in gameplay, so you can enjoy the Divergent Universe as much as I do. Since you need to play Simulated Universe in order to unlock the Divergent Universe, I won't cover the basics and will focus only on the gameplay changes that Divergent Universe offers when compared to the Simulated Universe. The very first thing that you notice once you open the Divergent Universe menu is that you don't have a word to select before starting a new run. You simply click on Start Game and that's it. Here, you have 3 different game modes: Ordinary Extrapolation, Cyclical Extrapolation, and Planar Ornament Extraction mode. Most of the time, you'll be playing in Ordinary Extrapolation. When selecting the units to build your team, you will notice that some units have a green circle and a green accent on their level. This means that the character is being adjusted and you will get extra levels, light cones, traces, and relics. Thanks to this, you can play with any character in the Divergent Universe. For me, that's a huge quality of life change. Even if you don't have the resources to build a character, you can play with them here and have some fun. You can also increase the difficulty by using threshold protocol stacks for a more challenging gameplay. Once you start a new run in the Divergent Universe, you will notice that you don't need to select a path. Instead of selecting a path and gathering as many blessings as you can for the path you chose, you play around a new mechanic called equations. These equations provide powerful and gameplay-changing buffs for your team. But first you need to activate them by gathering blessings from the 2 different paths that each equation will require. As you can see, you can't reroll your equation choices, so if there's no equation that benefits your team, you can simply swap your characters and play with those that can benefit from your equation. There are no more restrictions and you don't need to find a downloader before bringing a new character into play. You are not restricted to a single equation, and you will find new equations through the game. When picking blessings, some will be marked with a green circle, indicating that an equation requires a blessing from this path. You'll also notice that you can't reroll your blessings. That's because they changed how rerolling works. You now need to find a workbench of creation to spend your cosmic fragments and reroll your blessings. You can find workbenches of creation before every boss fight, so you don't need to worry about useless blessings when fighting bosses. These workbenches of creations have 3 functions, and you can access them in any order and as many times as you need, because they won't disappear after interacting with them. You can upgrade a limited number of blessings using your heat. This heat is exclusive to each workbench, so you can't save it for later. So don't forget to upgrade your blessings because it's free. As I mentioned before, you can also reroll your blessings here by spending cosmic fragments. The first reroll is free, and each subsequent reroll will increase in cost. Lastly, you can also reroll your equations here. The exploration is very similar to the default simulated universe, but there are some small changes. A currency and encounter domains will have 2 panels for you instead of 1. There are also new domains for you to explore, such as the adventure, reward, and store domains that were restricted to Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears. There are also 2 new domains. The Wealth domain has a precious chest containing a lot of cosmic fragments and either a spinning wheel or a slot machine where you spend cosmic fragments to roll for blessings or curios. Escape domains also have a slot machine or precious chest, but you will also have a workbench of creation. This workbench has a chance to be a unique one where you can fuse curios of the same rarity for a new one of a higher rarity, and also reroll your weighted curios for new ones. Weighted curios are a new type of curio that heavily impact your gameplay. Unlike most curios, which work in any team composition and usually just add rewards, these weighted curios are focused on a specific path or element, and sometimes even the playstyle of a character. For example, the Dream Dive can gives Harmony characters extra damage on the next basic attack whenever a non-Harmony character performs an attack. This one will increase the weakness break effect for ice and imaginary characters. So if you end up with a weighted Curio that doesn't benefit your current equations, you can try to find a escape domain to reroll the weighted Curio. Boss fights also changed. You can now restart and even change your team if you have problems dealing with the boss. In the first 2 planes, there is a second boss fight called Excessive Conversion. You have 2 cycles to finish them, and based on the total damage they've taken, you will get extra rewards. Failing to defeat them won't impact in your default boss rewards. After beating the last boss and finishing your Divergent Universe run, you have the option to save your run into a save file. This save file will be used when farming ornaments in the Planar Ornament extraction mode. By selecting a save file, you can jump straight to the boss while keeping your equations, blessings, and curios. You are free to change your characters and even use support units from other players when farming ornaments. Just keep in mind that the level and power adjustment is not active when farming relics. This makes relic farming much faster than playing an entire simulated universe world and easier for beginners or free-to-play players since you can use support characters here as well. Finally, you have the cyclical extrapolation mode, which is somewhat a weekly challenge run, where you will have a specific set of roles that change and limit your gameplay. Clearing this for the first time also grants extra rewards, including synchronicity points to increase your synchronicity level. Each synchronicity level gives you rewards, which includes jades, resources, and collectibles. This has a level cap of 80, and they will likely add more levels once a new expansion for the Divergent Universe arrives. One of those collectibles is called Exhibit, and getting one unlocks a side quest called Probability, Aesthetics, and Circuits, which unlocks the Probability Museum for you. Here, you can place different exhibits that provides buffs for your Divergent Universe. Just like in the simulated universe, you also have an ability tree here, where you can spend inspiration points to buy nodes that provides bonus attributes and other chants for your Divergent Universe. You can refund your tree and reallocate your points whenever needed. There is also a gallery that gives rewards for collecting occurrences, curios, equations, and blessings. Finally, there's the stable computing array, which are objectives that reward you once you complete them. Oh, and by the way, you can get points for your weekly simulated universe points here as well. In the end, the Divergent Universe is pretty much a simulated universe, but with cheats. I find the gameplay more fun, and farming is much faster than the simulated universe. So unless you are looking to complete your collection and play one of the expansions, I don't see any reason to choose simulated universe over the Divergent Universe. If this guide helped you, hit that like button, and if you still have any question, be sure to comment down below. As always, thanks for watching and have a beautiful day.